It's a blessing. There's no other place I'd rather be. I want to be ready for life. I got it tatted on me before I ever made a play or anything.
Ill intent, violence, physicality, execution, the will to win.
It's not why we working. That's not why we here. And we gonna step up and we gonna show why.
Welcome everybody back to the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Robinson. With me, as always, my brother from another mother, the incomparable, the almighty, the all-knowing Phil motherfucking Jones.
What it do? Happy New Year's, you dirty motherfuckers.
Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, all of that stuff. It's been a minute since we got down on this. It's been a minute since we touched down and spoken to the people. It's been a rough season. It's been rough.
I mean, what do you expect? I mean, do you want to keep talking about the same old bullshit of losing and nothing's changing and they're just going to rise through this and make something out of nothing, or just make up bullshit?
Seems to be the popular course of action. Make up some bullshit.
Mean, shit, everybody claims that, sauces. Well, sauce these nuts, motherfucker, and I hope he swallowed the shit. First things first, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what we at tonight, bro. I told you, I got fucking time and shit.
Today.
Motherfuckers think we full of shit.
Tonight.
Just because, you're not in Vegas. Motherfucker, I don't need to be in Vegas, you goddamn peasants. I don't need to do that shit. Motherfucker, I can sit here, be in my house, make a text, do that, and I'm fucking done. That's it, motherfucker. If you can't comprehend that shit, you a dumbass bitch. Just understand that shit. I'm sick of that shit. Oh, disrespectful, dirty motherfuckers. Shit.
All of that.
Come on, Robinson.
All of that. Although what I will say before we move on is that without the unfiltered truth in the game, sitting back and watching some of this content creation thing go down, it's amazing how the level of original thought has gone down. Just saying, throwing that out there. But you hold on. You brought that right there. That's a clear example of reading comprehension skills for a handful of these motherfuckers. It is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, so this is the question that everybody wants to know. What y'all hearing? We gonna tell you.
Okay, Kev went on that one, yeah.
So we gonna get to that, but not right now. We are talking about the press conference we had today with Antonio Pierce, and Antonio Pierce giving no indication that the Raiders are moving on from him, that he will honor the final year of his contract if he doesn't get another one. He plans on running it back, keeping the coaching staff the same. That remains to be seen, considering his offensive and defensive coordinator are both no longer under contract. We've heard the run it back thing before, and that's not exactly what we got.
Let's be real. In the situation where you're at, you're standing at the end of the year, you finished 4-13.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing else you can really say, but what's on the top of your head? Oh, we're going to run it back, and I've already got a mindset of some of these guys I didn't talk to, or prospects and whatnot, so I already know what to expect. Okay, it's nothing you can really say, but that shit. You just run it, get off the fucking podium, and have at thee. Yeah, when keeping it real goes wrong. Because, I mean, let's be real here. Yeah. 0-6.
Oh, a lot of losing.
Is it? First things first. I mean, you didn't trust. You second guessed yourself. That was the biggest mistake of your life in your first year as a head coach. You second guessed yourself. You've been a head coach before. I mean, we can say at high school level, but I mean, you should have never second guessed yourself. Not once, but twice. Offensive coordinator, second guess yourself on that. Quarterback position, your second guess. You damn sure should have never went with Gardner Minshew. You should have never went with Gardner fucking Minshew. When somebody calls you a little ass boy, that means you a little ass boy. And damn if I wasn't looking at my TV every Sunday, he played like a little ass boy trying to play a man's sport. The fuck? Yeah, the booger eater himself. Godly. So if you knew you felt that you should have went with Aiden, you probably would have been, it probably wouldn't have been that great this year. And you still would have, maybe you could have won maybe like one more game better than what you had this year. Who knows? But again, we got to rewind this shit back. Not during training camp, but we got to rewind this shit back during the off season when you went with, okay, Champ Kelly. Champ Kelly wasn't it. So you're going to go with Tom Telesco, who just got fired from your rival. If your rival don't want your ass no more, why the fuck are you picking him up? Now, granted, everybody can jump and say that, yeah, he got Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers was laying right there. Brock Bowers was laying right there. Ray Charles could fucking grab him. When things lay up there in front of you, okay, yeah. I will give Telesco his credit on, well, damn, I'm going to take him. He was great. He was great in college, and he was great at the Senior Bowl when we saw him. Boom, I'm going to take him. Hey, guess what? I like Delmar Glaze. He was great at the Senior Bowl. He was great at Maryland. I'm going to take him. That was common fucking sense on those picks. Say what you want. But what was it? Robinson? Hold up. Yes, he did ass Madden on the draft. My whole thing is this. There are folks that will say, well, that quarterback right there, you don't need him. To be honest, they could have traded up. You could have actually went and tried to snag a J.J. McCarthy. You could have, I hate to say it, you could have took fucking Bo Nix. You could have traded up and got Michael Penix. That was one thing that I said. You're going to need to trade up and get Michael Penix. They didn't do that shit. He wanted to stay. But that is the Raiders had a lot of things in position. You already had your offense basically set. Okay. You had two good wide receivers. Your receiving core was decent. Your O-line was decent. All you need is a quarterback right there. But you're rolling with two fucking backups. I mean, look what the fuck happened. You roll with fucking backups. Your defense was solid. Now, we saw during the presser that AP admitted that, I went way too hard with them on a lot of the drills and shit, and it led to some injuries and all that. Maybe that was he took accountability on that. I respect that. But Raiders should have went on and had their fucking quarterback. They probably wouldn't have been in this situation. And the other reports saying that they didn't believe that Michael Penix Jr. wasn't a good enough quarterback.
Ooh.
Hold on. Matter of fact, I will read the report.
Ooh.
I will read the report because you know what? That sounds like something we said.
Well, nobody else was saying it.
I'll kiss my black ass. That's another thing. I'm kiss my black ass on that one.
So we just try to drop nuggets. Whether you pick them up or you leave them alone and call it bullshit is completely up to you.
Man, let me put this shit at.
Shove, the track record speaks for itself. But as you're looking that up, and we're
I'll
going
pull this shit out right now. Where should I start? A report in April indicated the head coach and general manager disagreed on quarterback trade up, with Pierce landing in the camp that one was necessary. He may well have been right. Well, no, he wasn't. Well, he may have been right. No, he was fucking right.
Dead ass.
Dead ass right. As the Raiders end up shutout of the 2024 first round, they deemed target Michael Penix Jr. What?
We have a new subscriber, Mr. Lake Show Raider.
Appreciate you subscribing. Welcome. They deemed target Michael Penix Jr. a player of interest, just not one they viewed as worthy of a trade up. Now, mind you, who's running the front office as worthy as a trader? Who's handling trades? Who's handling the draft?
That'd be Telesco.
Telesco fucked up.
Big time. He had a hurry up and wait plan going is what he had. Didn't we hear all up and down that the Vikings and the Broncos?
It's not done.
Oh, continue.
Whoo. It just gets even better. Pierce and Telesco's disagreement do not look to have ceased after the Bowers pick. Pierce privately continued to express disappointment over the quarterback situation he was handed. It was indication there was friction between him and Telesco continue into the season. So this explains a lot. And I've heard from a lot of folks, I even heard from the exact person that, he didn't want to make a deal on Josh Jacobs. Look what Josh Jacobs doing in fucking Green Bay. You damn sure did need Josh Jacobs.
Should have paid him. You had the money.
Look at Meek Robinson, who he did not want to pay.
Should have paid him. You had the money.
Did he not shut down arguably one of the best wide receivers last night?
Sure did.
And did not want to pay him. You know what? People can say that Jacobs probably would have struggled behind our line, but the thing of it was he would have made something out of nothing. And Amik did not get lucky, bro. Amik shut his ass down.
Yeah, he did undercut a lot of his out routes, his quick hitters or intermediates, the outbreaking stuff. He was all over him inside his jersey, undercutting it. And Amik has been solid all year long. You're not about to play that man like that.
Nah. So when you have folks say that you need to go on and fire AP, look what the hand he was dealt. Look at the hand he was dealt.
Anybody could win with that, bro, because AP's the worst. He didn't beat Kansas City. Wait a minute, yeah, he did. Said out of the 4 games he's played against Kansas City, he didn't get beat by more. He didn't keep it within a score, except for those three games that he kept it within one score. Won one of them. He didn't set a team record in points for beating the Chargers at 63. He didn't do that. So, and he hasn't been taking players that were practice squad players and developing them simply because he had nobody else to play to get them pro ready to get a couple W's and actually give a playoff team a game for at least a half. He didn't do that.
Now,
he didn't do that. Didn't beat the reigning MVP in his crib. Didn't beat the Chiefs so bad that Andy Reid called him to thank him before they went on to win the Super Bowl. He didn't do that. With Aiden O'Connell, a 4th round draft pick as a quarterback, as a rookie last year, and as a 2nd-year player this year, after breaking the thumb, after the tragic knee injury he had, which required an air cast and a cart for a bone bruise.
oh man.
What is the plan to get a quarterback, to draft one? I know you were probably looking for something more in depth than that, but I mean, it's day one of the off season, brother. That's what
I mean, yeah, that's just straight up common sense.
Yeah.
You can't, and you know, that's the one thing you can see on the timeline. Now, some people might not want to admit the shit, but over and fucking over and over again, we keep saying, well, why don't we just stick with this guy? And if that doesn't work out, we just wait the following year and then draft a quarterback. That's the stupidity that goes on through this fucking fan base. And I'm going to say it. It's stupidity. Why the fuck are you going to wait another fucking year and say that we can try with this guy? Well, if you tried with this guy right here and you still losing a certain amount of games, or you were still struggling, what makes you think that everything's going to change? You can get this wide receiver, you can get that tight end, you can get that running back, you can get that old lineman, but guess what? At the end of the motherfucking day, if that quarterback ain't accurate, guess what the fuck's going to happen? You're not going to succeed.
And I just want you to know, Bull Lightning, it hurt my heart to its absolute quickness when the Chargers fired Brandon Staley. It was like a member of the family was no longer with us. I was willing to pass around the hat so you guys could keep him forever.
Like, damn.
Any chance how Kev, bro? So the Tampa OC is not going to take a lateral move to come to Vegas.
Nah.
And if AP is going to stay as it appears that he is so far, because up to this point nobody has said anything different, and emphasis on nobody has said, not that it won't change, that nobody has said it will at this time. But until that changes, nobody's coming in.
Whew. You get some folks, they see a little bit of wow and difference with Aiden O'Connell from the last 2 games they won. I mean, you went up against a shitty Jaguars team, and then you went up against a shitty New Orleans Saints team. Now, when you actually face the Chargers, look what the fuck happened. Hello. I'm just like, you need to comprehend that the reality is he's a good quarterback, but a good backup. He's not someone that you can have as your starter. The thing about it, you just can't. You can't go. You can't go back doing the same shit. I'm really baffled.
Of insanity. The Raiders, the way that they have operated for years, has been the epitome, the exact dictionary definition of insanity. At doing the same thing repeatedly, because at this point, one of the scary things that you could be looking at is another Hugh Jackson, Tom Cable situation. Let's say that you only keep AP to honor the deal that he has currently, so you're looking at hiring your coordinators for 1 year. Said none of your quality coordinators are coming in for 1 year unless it's somebody who's never done it before and is maybe it'll work out. Or the guy who comes in is coming in with the wink and a nod under the assumption that in 2026 they will be taking over as the head coach. And you got the lame duck situation where your locker room gets factionated and you got one side against the other, and then it becomes a huge fucking mess all over again. And we've seen this from the Raiders. So do we like Doug Peterson as OC? So I was reading a stat on what his offenses have looked like since he won the Super Bowl, and since he won the Super Bowl, he's fallen off.
Washed.
Not great. Not great at all. Do we even know officially if they are keeping AP? What we do know officially is that they have not gotten rid of him. So I mean, take what you will from that.
I mean, usually you get rid of a motherfucker. If you're really done with him, you get rid of him Monday, today. But that wasn't the case. And you allowed him to go up. And this is the crazy thing. You allowed him to go up on the podium and talk like he's planning for next year, which can create confusion. Confusion in the locker room as well. Guys that are currently under contract expecting, like, oh, okay, well, all right, so he's going to be here. And then all of a sudden you go in and fire him. And then as time is going on, you're waiting on a new head coach. Then you're waiting on new staff members. And weeks, days, months go by, and then you wasted time. That right there would just tell you straight up that your organization is failing. I mean, they're already fucking up, but being a complete failure is even worse. You can fuck up and still come back out and be successful, but if you're just a straight failure, I mean, ain't no way you coming back from this shit, bro.
Oh, Eli dead last in running the ball, and Raider fans think QB is number one problem. But well, with the QB that you have right now, I could see how you could make that argument. But this is a passing league. Make no mistake. Yes, you got a couple running backs who are absolutely killing it right now. The top three are out of this world. The rest of them are very, very average. So your quarterback is ultimately going to touch the ball more than your running back, and that's where they need to get better first.
I'm just looking at other folks make certain comments. Any veteran quarterback you would be interested in bringing in? No, there's really none. There's really none that you really. I can go through the list right now because nobody's bringing in no old ass Kirk Cousins.
Nope. Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, whatever they choose to do with Russ.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be realistic with you guys right now. Anybody that keeps saying Justin Fields, I need you to be real. After you've been seeing how Russell Wilson's been playing, and you saw how successful Justin Fields has been with the Steelers are going to keep him. They're going to keep him. So really, there's nothing. I mean, there's really nothing out there for quarterback. I can really say. I mean, I can go down the list. I'm really
save it. That's another show. So it's going to be a long off season. We don't.
Oh, it's going to be long.
Right. It's going to be a long off season. So now we need to fire AP.
I got to end this shit right now. See, we keep hearing this shit, but then we end up seeing a damn veteran saying, well, I'm playing here to be a starter. I can go back and remember what Joe Flacco has said. I can go back and remember what Ben Roethlisberger has said. Shit. These motherfuckers are playing for themselves. Do not believe most of that shit all the time. They are playing for their ass to what? Start.
Ben Johnson is not coming here. He gave when he made that comment about his list of requirements before he takes an interview, that was a specific fuck you to the Raiders organization or any of the bottom feeders who think that they're just gonna put in and he's gonna come in and be in a shit show and turn it around and have his name besmirched when he doesn't do it. Now, for Brian Flores is a hell of a defensive coach. He's also the same guy who got rid of Ben Johnson and deemed that Tua was sucked and could not play. Didn't recognize the offensive talent that he had when he had it. And so that's not going to do you any favors. Said let's put this to bed. I realize that it's going to be a talking point, especially since our prospects for quarterbacks are not very hot, not very good. There is no way, no fucking way in the world Minnesota is giving up on J.J. McCarthy after an injured year. It's not going to happen. Not on a first round contract. It's not going to happen. Denbrock and Riley Leonard. Is Riley? No, he can't go back, right? Oh, we got side-eyed Phil, huh?
He's raw.
No, and this is something that I've been saying for a while now. When you look at the amount of dysfunction that the Raiders have, the holes in the roster, and the inability to get more than 1 year before people are calling for you to get fired, and genuinely moving your family across country from wherever you are for a year to turn around and then have to do it again. Nobody wants to do that. That does, especially with the type of product that's continuously put out there, it's not the desirable place to come and coach. The facilities are wonderful, but what they've been doing in terms of supporting the coach has not been good enough to stand out amongst the other 31 jobs in the league.
Just wait till they get the team grades coming in. I think that's what in March or April.
Something should be March.
Okay, yeah.
But real quick, hold on, real quick. While we're in here, I see 730 people viewing this right now. First, I want to say thank you, and I want to ask you to take this opportunity to give us that unfiltered salute. Hit that thumbs up, that like button, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. We're going to be doing a whole lot more shows. Listen, bro, like Phil said earlier, it's no fun to do this when you're getting your head kicked in week after week after week after week. And we told you at the beginning of the year that with the quarterback situation being what it was, that it was going to be a long season. And boy, was it. But so please like, subscribe. You can even turn on the notifications so you can catch us when we're doing some sneaky stuff. But continue, please, Jones.
So we all know the draft order. You know, you got Tennessee picking at 1. What was it? Cleveland picking at 2, right? Or are they picking at 3?
Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, I'm speaking directly to you.
Oh, Lord.
It's not a question of do people like him.
Oh, shit.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't give anyone the best chance to win week 1. Aaron Rodgers has been terrible. Awful. He got Devontae Adams and couldn't find out how to score with him for what, 4 weeks? 5 weeks?
We just got to go in a dark place.
Hey, listen, the mushrooms were a little too good. They were messing up his ability to process the defense.
They were in a dark place.
May not have been there.
We're gonna go in that dark place.
So
these were two.
Hold on.
So
and then there's this.
Oh wow.
And then there's this one. That ship has sailed. That it's over. It's gone. If indeed Gruden is able to come back, it will be someplace else.
Man, let me tell you, fuck that shit, man. Hey, but let me tell you this. So these are two things I have heard, and I would love to pick Mr. Davenport's brain. He covers the Tennessee Titans. Met him a few times. He believes the Titans are going to try to trade out of the first round pick.
The first overall?
Yeah. He says, I mean, and it makes sense because the Titans have a lot of holes. Everybody thinks it was the quarterback situation, but it was more than that. Your O-line was not consistent. Your receiving core, I mean, you had flashes, but it wasn't the best. Your running backs were not good. I mean, they're good, but they weren't good enough. Your defense was looking like a mess. And that's where they really got started. Their defense was a hot fucking mess. So they're thinking like, oh, you know, trade down and get a haul and load up and fill in spots. And then the next thing, well, maybe Cleveland gets a quarterback. But then again, everybody's like, well, what about the whole setback with Deshaun Watson? I mean, that's a possibility. But then you also got to remember, it's until further notice. They don't know yet. Because if I recall, J.J. McCarthy, when he had his, didn't he have his knee scoped, right?
Something like that, and he had a setback.
And he had a setback too, yeah. But I think because it's the draft and where Cleveland's at, you know, it's just more. It's more chatter than what you even had with McCarthy because McCarthy's on a winning team, and you know. He can sit because you had Sam Darnold there. So, yeah, and that was the other thing. There are folks in Cleveland saying they're going to trade down. Even Cleveland believes that they have too many holes and it's not fucking quarterback.
That is one of
because you're fucking running back.
They have a problem at quarterback too because there was a setback with the Booty Warriors recovery.
Well,
That
that's
was
what, but
yesterday.
they're still saying. And then you also got to look at, damn, maybe it was Ken fucking Dorsey that was not good. Remember he was in Buffalo?
Always seems to have trouble.
Damn. No, Ken
Now,
Dorsey was not good in Buffalo and was not good in Cleveland.
so now for this particular comment, Monken, I don't know necessarily about head coach, but his offense would fit what we do wonderfully. Just don't know if he's going to be the head coach, my G, at least not right now. I had seen comments about Drew Aller. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth about Penn State quarterbacks. You name me one of them that's ever been worth something, and I'll wait.
You know it's bad. I'm actually going to look. I actually do want to look. Be like, ha, I found one.
I'll wait. See, running backs, linebackers, wide receiver occasionally, tight ends for sure, and line. Quarterbacks, no.
Oh.
Oof. Where the hoes at? Where they at?
Please tell me. Oh, shit. Please tell me I'm right. Yo, tell me I'm right.
Tell you right about what?
I mean, he did have success. And he was a first round pick. Who
This
is
killing us all? Drum roll, please. Yeah, bro, you late. That's already been in the chat while you were looking.
Well, you know Ty gonna know the fucking Penn State motherfucker.
And I rest my case. If that's the best Penn State had to offer, I really don't need to say anything.
Nah, Ty's cheating, bro. He went to Penn State.
It don't matter. He can go to Penn State. He can go to all them places. It ain't just no good.
Golly.
All right, Mo from the Athletic
Oh,
just
wait. Jeff
made
Hofstetter.
it seem like AP is meeting with Davis right now. Oh, I put my phone down. Hold on, let's see what we got here.
Oh, wow. Ezekiel Elliott signed with the Chargers. That's crazy.
Already?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. That is nuts. Oh, my full good.
Yo, this shit with Shad Khan and Trent Baalke, this shit is comedy.
So let's look at that. Now that was a rather strange one, but the more
Matter
that
of fact, let me see if I can play the video. Hold up.
Oh, you got video?
John's first question, Shad, back to you. I know you noted that if this head coaching candidate was to say, hey, I think the medical needs to be reevaluated, the health and wellness, if they were to say, I would like to reevaluate the front office and the general manager, what would your response be?
My response would be, how would you improve it? And then if it is credible, you want to do it, okay?
So I'd actually like.
So in other words, he's saying
he don't know what the fuck.
Shad Khan don't know what the fuck he's doing in that front office. So he basically said if he finds a head coach that feels that Trent is not the answer, he'll get rid of him. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, bro. Y'all in the comment sections, bro. I swear, bro. Y'all are funny as shit.
No, where did that go?
Yo.
Listen.
Whoo.
Listen, bruh. The real comedy of this whole Joy Taylor situation is seeing the incredible levels of saltiness in Jason Whitlock for being the only motherfucker who didn't get a turn.
Hey, bro, hold up. I got that video right there,
Getting
bro.
pulled
Hold up.
off the air because she was out doing what she was doing. Because you've seen him in action and all the things that he's had to say about women in sports, and I know this shit has been eating at his soul to get that off his chest and let it be known and be able to say all this shit he's been saying.
What that motherfucker said is fucking hilarious, bro. That shit, we were busting out, yo. We're out here shoveling snow and shit. We were busting out laughing when I played it in the truck. These motherfuckers was like, yo, what? Hey, listen to this greasy ass motherfucker.
You know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin.
That peanut butter skin, yo, that's a new one, bro. That's a new one.
Hold on, I got a song. Hey, hold on.
Play that bro, somebody, I need to fuck with the AI and just turn it into a song. That peanut butter skin.
Hey, hold on.
God, I knew what I would do. Hey, bro, the way he said it, bro, you know who he damn sure did sound like fucking Ruckus, bro.
Whoa. Shout out to you, Jason Whitlock.
This man, yo, he had a whole slideshow going on.
Oh man,
the big rack,
the big like
peanut butter skin.
Oh my goodness,
man. This. Hey yo, look, you know when I look at this video, yo, he's like sweating, bro. He's like,
yeah, he looked like he about to cry. Fuck sweating. That motherfucker looked like he heartbroken. Man, I knew what I was capable of. And she got that big ass rack and that peanut butter skin on that fat ass, and then thighs. And she just looked at you, and you just knew that she was real easy on the eyes. And how was I supposed to compete with that, dog? I'm fat. Okay.
Hey, bro, if you look up Skip Bayless's wife.
Oh, I'm gonna save you the trouble. Please don't do it to yourself.
Do it.
Just imagine Skip Bayless probably about 5 inches taller, with long hair and looking like a woman. That's what his wife looks like.
Hold up, no, fuck this shit, bro. Your wife's name is Ernestine. No, you're not. He hit the 145.
Soul crush, bro. Soul crush.
Yo.
It's my turn.
Skip looked back at his wife and said, 1.5 million over at the hairdresser.
Too late. Hey, the hairdresser was banging though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But her tweets were wild as shit, bro.
Of course they were.
Hey, yo, she made that birthday cake for him and said, Drip Bayless. I was like, yep, that's what got it in that motherfucker's head. Oh. He started talking bold after that.
That is funny.
Bruh, his wife looked just like him, bruh. That's the worst part, bruh. His wife looked like him. God.
He wasn't winning either. That's why the relationship went sour. He actually accused him of going on a date with Joy when he couldn't get one. Again, that had him hurt.
But this man, Emmanuel Acho, nasty ass motherfucker.
You see my perfect my co-host.
Boy, he was like this.
Straight up. I just running through that real quick. What a wonderful person she is inside and out. Okay, the bet. Beautiful.
Acho was smelling the shit out of his damn finger like, my brothers and sisters, all I can say is
Congratulations.
we
There's a
have
lot
to
of people
stop
on
this
this
hate.
bus too, Wes. A lot of people
All
on
lives
this
matter.
Hey.
I'm not black. I'm African.
I've been free. I've been free. All my sisters was free. Free to tap that ass.
Man.
Free to clap.
You know he ain't washed that finger in like 24 hours.
At least it's warm.
That man went to sleep smelling that damn finger.
Andre 3000 dictionary. It was making up words to describe how wonderful that was.
He was like desensitized the elements. He was like a Gemini.
He was giving her that Rose Sparks before it was even mainstream. Make everything hard. Life.
Oh shit.
Anywho.
God.
What you got for us? What you got left for us, Phil, before we wrap this up? We're 52 minutes deep. AP is still Let's go still here. And it's a waiting game, honestly and truthfully, to see what exactly is going to happen. Mark could change his mind. We don't know if Tom Brady has put his input yet and added his 2 cents, or who else they may potentially be looking at, or what they may be potentially deliberating. As Vinny said, there were some deliberations about what was going on. There were a couple meetings that were supposed to be had at the end of the game and today sometime, whether it was before the press conference or after. So, again, as of right now, we don't know what's going on besides the fact that AP is coming back and everything is pretty much still in line. With the Big Daddy Kane flat top, taking it all the way back to the 80s and 90s.
So Drake did have a daughter.
Really?
Grams.
Really? Oh, we finally found the proof.
Wow.
Well, that was the presser. That was supposed to have, like I said, that was supposed to happen after, either before or after. So, and it's been happening. So we'll see what's going on. Nobody's really doing any talking.
Damn. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah.
We are now to 861 people. Thank you so much for all tuning in. We are blessed to have just a moment of your attention.
Never what I thought I'd see the day. Robinson froze. Never what I thought I'd see the day. The Robinson froze.
Ever.
You did freeze for a moment, bro.
It's happened a couple of times, but we powered through it and just kept going. And I think the best one that I saw was the brief commercial break from Cool Kev. So thank you for that. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Raiders will stick with Antonio Pierce. Everybody has been saying that it's going to probably be between Pierce and Telesco, where it goes vice versa. Everybody's been saying that, oh, it's going to be Telesco that stays. I don't think Telesco stays. The second thing is, I feel with this agreement with them keeping Antonio Pierce will have to make sure that he gets a better fucking offensive coordinator. I do believe that Scott Turner will be going to North Carolina. Last and not least, I do believe that Tom Brady will make sure he bangs the table and get something and help get this franchise their fucking quarterback. I mean, we see articles, we see this and that, we see these little mystery rumors and mystery meat. But this time I do believe that Tom Brady will be a major help in the off season for the Raiders to be successful. But it's all going to have to start within the front office. It's all going to have to start with this coaching staff. You got players that do want to play, but you got to have them set up in success. Other than that, it's going to be a long motherfucking off season. Remember, we got guys that are coming back from injury, so that's a plus.
Pay attention to your college showcases. If you really truly want to get better, pay attention to your college showcases. Use that to parlay into your combine performance, and then watch whatever pro days that you can watch, and then assess through all of them the average of the ability.
Wes, AP wants a quarterback. Like I said, it was your GM, man. It's Telesco. He didn't want to make the effort and moving up.
Did what he could. He made a below market offer, but they just wanted too much. They wanted the going rate.
Cheap ass.
It's a blessing. There's no other place I'd rather be. I want to be ready for life. I got it tatted on me before I ever made a play or anything.
Ill intent, violence, physicality, execution, the will to win.
It's not while we working. That's not why we here. And we gonna step up and we gonna show why.